Hi, my name is Andy Robbins. I'm a pastor in the Columbus, Indiana area. I want to point out that at some point we do have to have lines that we won't cross. And of course, as soon as you do that, someone is going to raise some objections based upon censorship or whatever. But that is how our culture is done, folks. We have age restrictions for everything. We have PG-13 and R-rated movies at theaters. We have rated M for mature video games, and we have age restrictions on the purchase of cigarettes and alcohol. Why do we think there should be exceptions for libraries and librarians? In my community of Columbus, Indiana, the librarians there have installed a teen section featuring books depicting rape, illustrated books on heterosexual and homosexual sex, and they have refused to remove them, even though the parents have raised an uproar. You know, according to the Department of Justice's report entitled Citizen's Guide to U.S. Federal Law and Obscenity, which has been brought up today, this is an offense punishable by up to 10 years in prison. That's not me saying that. That's the Department of Justice. Let me make something very clear here. What benefit, let me ask you this question, what benefit would there be to pushing these materials on children? In a world where teen suicide rates have skyrocketed and anxiety and depression among teens is at an epidemic, how do we not recognize how the degradation in our society has contributed to this? And why would we make laws preventing distribution of these sorts of materials to teens and children, but not make librarians accountable to those same laws? That doesn't make any sense. Folks, the abandonment of common sense here makes it appear as though public and school libraries are being used for recruitment centers for pedophiles and predators to lure young people into their lair of perversion. I, for one, will fight against that, and I hope you will too. I do want to make this one last statement. Finally, I think the question at hand here is not so much why children shouldn't be exposed to this kind of material, but why some people want them to. So do the right thing. The eyes of the community and God are upon you. Happy to take any questions.
Seeing none, thank you for your thoughts. Next, I have Keegan Cohen.
Sir, may I make one last 30-second statement in response to something else someone said? Then I'll be done. May I? It's science.
Not 30
okay.
seconds.
So there's a principle of science called neuro-linguistic programming. Someone said earlier that she would rather have her children read about these materials and experience them. But psychology has proven that the more you expose yourself to something through visual or audio, that the neuro-linguistic programming will demand that your body can ultimately act out what you've been reading and listening to and exposing yourself to. That's a principle of psychology and science. That's not religion. That's not my opinion. That's science. Thank you very much.